Welcome to Epie Language Made Easy. We are in class 6. You are welcome. I am Miss Tracy Eswevie Odoki, your regular teacher. Okay, class 6. Our topic today is the boy and man concept in Epie language. The boy and man concept in Epie language. A teenage boy is Ogbala or Omomosho in Epie language. A teenage boy is Ogbala or Omomosho in Epie language. Omomosho is used from an infant male to a teenage male. Omomosho is used from an infant male to a teenage male. Omomosho is used from an infant male to a teenage male. A teenage boy is Ogbala or Omomosho. A teenage boy is Ogbala or Omomosho. A teenage boy is Ogbala or Omomosho. Ogbala is a boy from a teenage age to a marriageable age. Ogbala is a boy from a teenage age to a marriageable age. That means the both of you sitting in front of me, you are Ogbala. You are Ogbala. You are Ogbala. You are Ogbala. Because you are between your teenage age to a marriageable age. You are also Omomosho. Is it not? Omomosho. Omomosho. But this Ogbala is specifically for a teenage boy. From the teenage age to the marriageable age. A young man is known as Sumoze. You know, our last class we talked about a young woman known as Sunfena. A young man is known as Sumoze. A young man is known as Sumoze. A young man is known as Sumoze. A married man is Thomas. 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 Can somebody remind me who a married woman is? Okay. Tomfena. Good. A married woman is Tomfena. A married man is Thomas. 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 Let me say it again. A teenage boy is called Ogbala or Omomosho. A teenage boy is called what? Ogbala or Omomosho. A teenage boy is called what? Ogbala or Omomosho. Omomosho is used from an infant male to a teenage male. Omomosho is used from an infant male to a teenage male. Ogbala is a boy from a teenage age to a marriageable age. From a teenage age to a marriageable age. From a teenage age to a marriageable age. So Ogbala is a boy from a teenage age to a marriageable age. A young man is Isomoze. A young man is what? 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 Isomoze. A married man is Thomas. A married man is
Thomas.
A married man is
Thomas.
A married man is
Thomas.
Now, who can tell me in summary what I've been saying so far? Okay, let me
He
hear
said
you.
that in general, male and boys are referred to as omonosho, but specifically obala is from teenage age to a marriageable age. Then he said a married man is called Thomas.
Clap for him. Again. And one for me. Then I said something about a young man.
Then a young man is Somos.
So, Mose, clap for him. Again. Now, when introducing the male gender, you use their age to specify them in the introduction. When introducing the male gender, you do what? You use their age to specify them in the introduction. If you are introducing a male from teenage age to a marriageable age, you will say Omo Ekeri, Omomosho Ekeri, or Ogbala Ekeri. Omo Ekeri, Omomosho Ekeri, or Ogbala Ekeri. The guy in question can use same for self-introduction. If the guy wants to introduce himself, for instance, you want to introduce yourself, you say, my name is Wisdom. Meme Omo Ekeri, Memo Momosho Ekeri, Memo Gbala Ekeri. Understood?
Yes.
Understood?
Yes.
Okay. So, in introducing a male from teenage age to a marriageable age, a male from teenage age to a marriageable age, you can introduce them as Omo, Omomosho, or Ogbala. Omo, Omomosho, or Ogbala. Omo, Omomosho, or Ogbala. A married male can be introduced as Omo Ekeri, Omomosho Ekeri, if still very young, and if this introduction is done by an elderly person. If this introduction is done by an elderly person, oh, mona omokeri, I beneni serabo, mona omokeri, I almost sera, mona omomoshokeri, I almost Sarah. If it's an elderly person that is doing the introduction, the elderly person can still use Omo to introduce the male, can still use Omomosho to introduce the male. The guy in question can use same for self-introduction. That is if the person is still very young and is being introduced by an elderly person. Do we understand? If a guy is still very young and is being introduced by an elderly person, the elderly person can say Omo Ekeri or Momosho Ekeri. Now, if a younger person is doing the introduction of a married male, a young person is doing the introduction of a married male, you say Onyo Ekeri. You say Onyo
Ekegi.
You say Onyo
Ekegi.
That brings us to Onyo. Onyo is a generic name for a mature man. Onyo. is a generic name for a mature man. You can either say onyo or onyomoze. Onyo is a generic name for a mature
man.
Onyo is a generic name for a mature
Man.
Onyo is a generic name for a mature. Now, when introducing a mature man, you say onyekegi, which means an ekeki man. If you want to introduce his wife alongside him, you say onyekegi ni obene no mo from okaka bo. Onyo ekegi ni obene ni omo from okaka bo. What am I saying? Can somebody tell me what I'm saying? Okay.
He's an Ikeki man, but his wife is from Okaka.
Good. Clap for her. Again. That means the Omo from Omo concept is well understood. Good. Okay. So in summary, who can refresh us on what we have learned so far in class 6?
You told us that a married man, a matured man can be called a matured man can be called a mercy. Then you also said that
I didn't say that. A matured man can be called onyu or onyomoze. Continue.
then you say that if a guy wants to introduce himself, he will say that me mo ekegi or me bala ekegi if he's not married. But if he's still married, he can still put it like that. Then you also told us that while introducing yourself, if is an elderly person introducing you, the elderly person might say that more akaka or more ekegi. Then if he's a married man introducing himself and his wife, he will say that me more ekegi the
Ni beneni omo from okakabo. Clap for yourself. Again. What do we call a teenage boy in Epie?
Obala.
Ogbala. Say Ogbala.
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 Clap for yourself. Again. This brings us to the end of class 6. This brings us to the end of class
6.
See you in class 7.